Is it this way? Oh. Well. We know that is a pit. Okay. So, things are getting a little bit ominous. Alright. It could be just me, really so, but I'm recognizing that there looks to be a little bit of a face here, because right where my sword just went through, there's like that little arch there, and those look like eyes. Makes me a little concerned. This tree is sparkling. Why are you sparkling? It is because you have art in you. See, you got a new piece of artwork. Let's see. Pip, early character design. Pip was originally a trickster kind of character who turned out to be evil. The Pip now featured in this game is all good. We think. No, mouse, get out of the way. Yeah. Oh, no, not this mouse. This mouse is fine, Melissa. I'm talking about this thing right here. This little thing right here, this cursor. No, out of the way. Yeah. Anyway. I didn't realize my mouse was on the screen. Okay, so let me just use the mouse this time to just show. No, okay, mouse is not, okay. Mouse is gone. Never mind. Okay, we'll just forget about that. In any case, I think you might be able to see what I'm thinking about. So, Tome Tower lies ahead. And I did not cut the grass there. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm now, whoa! What? Whoa, booming bolts! Very metal. Yes, sure. That's certainly not gonna be a problem. Hey, Violet, do you have any, sort of, shielding magic from, elementals, or, maybe thunder resistance, really so? Because, I think Jot's gonna need it here. Jot is that, since we're the one that's actually fighting, is that Jot is gonna need that? This strange electricity was spawning monsters! Oh, ouch! Okay, that was interesting. Okay, tiny heart there. Sorry. More of them. Okay, those are spinning saw jellies. Remember, I should remember that I can throw my sword. Throw sword, throw sword, throw sword, throw sword, throw sword, throw sword, throw sword. Just, when you start the encounter, go ahead and start making ranged attacks, really so. May not be as effective, but at least they're safer to use. Plus, they won't attract them as much. 4 sword hits from range. How about you? What do? You just jump? Okay, you apparently just jump around, try to land on us. That's 6, 7. You have a lot of HP, okay. Shit. Ha! You thought you could outsmart me? I am the amazing Jot. I am a seasoned adventurer. I know things. Oh. Hello, little bird. Little chirp bird again. The glitch bird. You found a second lost glitch bird. It will return to its home with joy in its little heart. Thanks. You still haven't explained to us what glitch birds are. Are we gonna find that out soon when we get to Tome Tower? Please? I'd like to know that. Because it seems strange to call them glitch birds when things apparently are not as they should be here in this land of Mojo. Okay, jumping down. How dare you! Go away, glitches! Okay, regular sword attacks takes them too. So I suppose we could conclude that throwing them does half of our sword damage. That throwing the sword does half sword damage. Ow, ow, ow! I did not realize that they actually could be electrified. Okay, they do not get stunned or get knocked back from the sword attacks, so we do have to be constantly moving. Maybe if we hit them in air? No, we'd have to land 2 attacks on them, I suppose, to get that. Push, push. Throw the sword. Throw the sword. Ah, away. Do, 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 do. Let me guess, you're a bookworm. Hello, young adventurers. Are you on your way to Tome Tower? Yep, that's where we're heading. Best beware! A dark wizard occupies the tower. His magic is causing pandemonium. I mean, look at this lovely bridge! Unmitigatedly obliterated. Oh yeah, wrecked. Is there another way across the waters? I was expecting there to be other dialogue, really, so... But nope, we just stood still. Got anything else to say, little bookworm? These bookish lands are usually so peaceful. All this mayhem is not conducive to reading. No, nor is it really conducive to read in, like, low light, like, such as this. You're gonna strain your eyesight, and, you know, what good are you... I mean, what good is the reading then supposed to do if you can no longer actually see the words that are on the page? You'd have to start learning Braille. And I doubt that there'd be a lot of, like, Braille stories in this world. Then again, it's a land of creativity, so... Oh, look. Strangely placed stairs. A cave entrance! Promising, promising! Indeed so. But before we do that, just gonna make sure we clean out this area. Now I'm starting to feel quite a bit more Zelda vibes, really, so from this. You know, and I say that just because of the fact it's like, Link to the Past started in the middle of, like, a dark entrance, inside a dark night such as this, sneak into a secret area through what would have been an underground cave. Okay. Alright, I'm noticing, like, our friend's little running animations when we're rolling ahead. That seems a little silly. Just to move them even faster. Anyway. Wait, did you two switch positions? I thought it was Violet that was right behind me. Now it's Stash that's right behind me. Alright. Not that it matters, not that you two are doing anything else. Anyway, down we go. Oh, it is indeed dark. And weird. Now in 2D platform. Where is that? We're now in the 2D platform area. Man, really gloomy. Dig the acoustics though. Lead on, Jot, my dude. Your plucky glow will light the way. Will it? I mean, I suppose we have an idea of, like, what's around us. Say, so we can... Alright. In this mode, we can direct our throw. Like in either of the cardinal directions. I hear things. I do not see things, though. Something down here. Oh, it is a switch. I see you. I saw you, Gaboblin. Yourself. Okay. Alright, what was the purpose of that then, sir? Oh. Was this always here? Or was this place sealed off? Huh. In any case. Okay, you are throwing something. Okay, you do it in an arc. Want to do it again? Okay, other direction. That's fine with me. Sock Talk. You are the Sock Talk. Oh. And much like any sort of Final Fantasy adventuring party, is that we have now conglomerated into one huge sentient glob. Okay, at least got rid of you. Curious. There is a slight bit of float when we throw. There's also a little bit of float as well once we swing, so either would be fine. I wonder. Trying to see if there's like a mechanical trick to this cave. Nope. Okay. Dodge, then roll. Nope. Let me see. A little too early. We can get some sort of distance, really. So. We might be able to get up there in just a moment. So. But I think, unless we have like a double jump of some sort, we're not getting up there. Unless we do something like this. Haha! Jot explored the impassable cave. Through there? Is it this way? Oh! Well, we know that is a pit. That's great to know. So we would have to go this way anyway. How about you, bombs? The goblins. Up we go. Up we go. Up we go. Ouch! Okay. So, we can't tumble through enemies. Not in this mode. Okay. Good there. Not a falling platform, but that leads us straight down into the pit. So do not fall. Do not fall. Do not fall. See, we know how to platform. Would you look at that? We crossed the river. On we go. Indeed, you are very helpful and observant, Violet. Your insights are always enlightening. Oh, Martina. Huh, we might have enough for the spin attack, but we're gonna save until we can actually get the jump badge. Unless you have something a little bit more interesting. Thrash? Violet? Thrash? Violet? Violet? Violet, are you okay? Okay. That's good. Thanks. I'm glad my friends are okay. Even though they're not really helping me. It's always good to have companionship in these dark and trying times. Yes, Martina, I see you there. Is there a way beyond to get that little bush there? I guess not. Okay. Anyway, Martina, what do you have? We meet again! Can I take a look at my card selection? Save. We have a sword throw upgrade. Jot can now hit multiple enemies with a single sword throw. Ah, nice. Jot upgraded his sword throw. And get this scroll. We're now back to just about where we were before. Progress! Yay! Love the idea economy here. Got a new piece of artwork. Concept area, Fairy Forest. Some early concepts of game environments. An enchanted place. Indeed. Alright, thank you, Martina. On we go. There's a lot of books. Oh there! All these books. Really eerie. Pretty cool visual, though. Thanks. Are we already metagaming? We're metagaming further, aren't we, huh? Can I slash these books? Can I slash up their ideas and use them as currency? I mean, we're doing so with just the bushes here. One wonders why so many books are out here. I mean, I certainly hope that they're not being gathered for a burning of some sort. That would be terrible to have in a land that's supposed to value creativity. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Getting all the ideas out of this book. Out of these books and the grass and the trees and the flowers and the bees. Wait. Big blocks of books. These books have been purposely stacked. Okay, first off, let's take care of these guys here. Ooh! Ow! So it can hit multiple times, but that doesn't mean it's actually taking off more damage, because 4 hits would normally take care of it. 1, 2, 3. 2. Huh. Yeah, so that's a thing. That's okay. That's a little bit of a flaw, or I guess it's a nerf really then. So, because if you can attack multiple times going through an enemy, is that you could very well just get rid of an enemy without actually getting in confrontation with them. So therefore, you could only, like, an enemy would only take damage once with the sword throw, and then it would have to come back in order to take damage again. So, yes, I see you there, stacked. Gonna be stacked on deck. Stacks on stacks like he's saving up. And of course, friends, you just stay there. I'll figure out the mystery of the books. You know, like I'm doing everything else. Look. Let's see. And this is Candyland. Some early concepting of game environments. Looks delicious. Yes it does. Guess just a little bit of health there. there's a key. Let's see. 4 books. So many books. They're all stacked up. Stacked on stacks like you're saving up. Which I know I already said. Oh, and there's a monster gate. Okay. Any real, he deal, he might deal. He pop bottles and he got a right kind of a. He call, he might smell. Okay, never mind. He always fly in the air, but he never fly in the air. Okay. And it got stuck in the wall. No! Sword, come back! We're just gonna continue doing this. Huh, I kind of wonder if it gets stuck in the wall, when if it comes back, would it actually count as like an extra hit? Let me try this. Okay, hold on a second. You come over here. So the coming back after it's stuck in the wall can count as a hit, but I'm a little unsure at this point then, is that if this is a way to work around with the mechanics, that if you okay, my idea is that if you throw it, it hits the wall, then come back. So essentially, you can get 2 actual hits out of 1 throw. Perhaps. Gonna have to continue looking into that. The books had been purposefully stacked. So we can now unlock this area here. Hello, Mini Beard. Are you gonna tell us something that we probably already know? Stacked books are a real roadblock. But if the books were scattered, you have a way through. Yep, indeed, something we probably already realized. Okay, so here's the scattered word. We can also switch the pages to be stacked. Right? Wonder if that reveals something for us. Boop. Okay, so we can grab this and move it about. That book there seems to be purposefully opened, as if it might be something I could get. Can I climb? Can I jump on this? No, I cannot. Even though I definitely have enough height to do so. Alright. I'm gonna take this with us. I have a feeling we're probably gonna need it. You, stay there. Now the books have been purposefully scattered. Boop. And it opens it up. And, okay. I see, so we're gonna use this to fill the hole. And we apparently can't jump over this. And I guess our friends aren't nimble enough to actually jump over the hole ourselves, so can't leave our friends behind. So, there you go. I think that might be everything. Alright, moving on. Okay, that's a bit creepy. That wretched foul Jot, he will get what he deserves. The time is near, that dratted Plucky Squire. Okay. Yep, that's not ominous. Well, I mean, we're facing Humgrump, so definitely sounds like he has like a bee in his bonnet. It said it, and it's not Benny Bee, so unfortunately it's not going to be one of those cool bees, it's just one of those very angry bees. A hornet. Or a yellow jacket. Tome Tower. So, this is where it all kicks off. A historical location, and no mistake. Huh? Huh. That was a little weird. Okay. Bye, mysterious figure. Well, hello and goodbye, I guess. No idea who that was. So much oddness around these parts. Anyway, here we are, Tome Tower. Looks like Humgrump is still up there on the roof. It's time for the Plucky Squire to go take care of that creep. We'll stay down here, dude. We don't want to cramp your style. Not like you were doing much to cramp it anyway in the first place. But, I guess, at least my friends will be safe. So that's That's better. That's a better situation, I suppose. This is one of those dramatic, heroic kinds of moments, you know? During a big showdown, you don't want us two dorks mooching around in the background. Nope, we'll mooch down here instead. We'll be cheering you on all the way. Mooching and cheering Jot. That's more our style. Go get that chump! Thanks, Violet. Thanks, Thrash. Okay, can I get you on this tree? No? Right, so I can talk to Violet. I'm not gonna wish you luck. You don't need it. You're the Plucky Squire. Go on, Jot. You've got this in the bag. Humpy Grumpy is about to fall off his wall. Okay. Syntax. Different word misspelling. To fall off his wall. Really needed that extra F there, so. Anyway, going on. Up to Tone Tower.
Jot made his way up the steep steps.
Oh! Ah! The Plucky Squire. I've been waiting for you. So glad to see you made it to Tone Tower. You might be wondering what Humgrump is doing here. Well, I had a hunch, Grump, I might find something interesting in this old tower. And something interesting I did indeed find. A book! It was hidden away in a very secret chamber, because this is a very special book. The title of this very special book is The Plucky Squire! Yes, that's right. This book is all about you and me and all who live in this dratted land. It is the story of our lives. It turns out, you see, that our land of Mojo is just a setting in a storybook. Hard to believe. I assure you, it's true. Okay, we're getting quite meta here. All right, sure. Where are we going with this then, Humgrump? What I'm holding here is a copy of that storybook. A book within the book, if you will. I read the book. It's very interesting. You and that witch girl adventuring through the land, meeting up with the mountain troll, making your way here to meet me. In fact, I read ahead to this very chapter. I've seen what happens next. We fight here on the roof. Any guesses how that turns out?
And so, the Plucky Squire once again defeated the wretched wizard Humgrump.
You win, as you always do. You know, this book is one of a series, and in each one of those books, you win. Every single stinking time! Because you are the Plucky Squire, the hero of this story, the boy who can do no wrong. Always victorious, even the little stories you write, beloved by all. Infuriating, like a mosquito in my cardigan. Yes, that is an adequate metaphor. Me, I'm the villain, the talentless wizard who can do no right, destined to be beaten forever. At least that has how it has been up until now. But maybe it doesn't need to be that way. Maybe even Humgrump could get a little glory for once. If the Plucky Squire were to be plucked from the book, if he were to be ejected. Whoa! Okay. Well, yep. Well. Well, so here we are in 3D world now. This is wonderful. And this is where things start to go even more meta. We're now outside of our own story. We cannot even attack. All we can do is jump. We cannot even roll. Let's see what we have out here. Man, much like a little child really so is that there's just stuff everywhere. At least the child is somewhat trying to be creative. Why? Peanut, why? Jump up. Maybe if I jump enough, I could make some peanut butter. Please. Need it from a sandwich. So I can continue doing creative things, such as, like, putting needles on dominoes, or throwing buttons around with safety pins, or leaving tubes of paint, Okay, well, no, it's close, okay. The paint isn't going to dry out then, at least. Or learn how to play chess, maybe. N. Arthur. Yep, that's a joke there. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. Something moving out there? Hello? Anything here? What's making the shadows here on here on the table? Bonzilla school glue. There's also this rubber band here, I believe. Here's a pencil, more paints, another rubber band. Oh, look! There's my lunchbox over there. I didn't know I was so popular that I had merchandise even inside other realms. Anywho, oh, look, a duck! Quack. And there's the beetle friend that was crawling on the book. Hi, beetle. You are quite large, and we are currently defenseless. Do you mind just leaving us alone, please? I mean, we're in a very strange new world, and we have no idea what's going on. Could you mind tossing us a little bone here and just leave us be? I'd very much appreciate it. Okay, bye, little beetle. Please don't decide to, come and do a sneak attack on us. Because we're now defenseless and we're not proficient in unarmed strikes. There's a marble, more paints, a paintbrush that's left out. I can't tell if it's been washed. Pair of headphones? Okay. Knock knock. Tick tock. On the clock. The party don't stop, Random batteries. Watercolor paints. Oh! Pretty cool little bug design, so it's a nice sticker. Anything out here? Can we grab things? Triangle? Nope. Nope. Hello? We can jump back up on the page. Yes? Okay, thank you. And... oh. Here I am. Oh, hello? Is there someone out there? Would you be so kind as to open up the lid of this lunchbox? Okay, stranger. I guess so. We are Jot the Plucky Squire. Always willing to help out someone in need. Yes, yes, sir. Hold triangle and push the left stick to open. Go. We got some grappes and caroots. Bookworm? Paige. Do you remember me, Jot? We met in your book. I'm not actually from there, Us bookworms travel around a fair bit, from book to book. But you, Jot, are a character from a book, and shouldn't really be out here. It's Humgrump's magic that blessed you out of the page and onto this desk, isn't it? We'll have to get you back into your book, Jot. It is of utmost paramountcy. In other words, very important. There are some intriguing items on this desk. Some of them might help you return. Head around the corner to the left and we'll try and find one. Maybe like these caroots? Or these grappes? Maybe we could squish them and make juice. We could try to write with them, I suppose. Hoppity pop. Is there anything else here? So here's a page. Hello there again. Do you see that magical swirly green thing? That's a metamagic portal, that is. It seems to allow travel between different worlds. Most of your characters cannot travel through these portals or pass between realms. But Jot, You already made that leap once. Maybe you could do it again. Try jumping through the portal, young Squire. Okay. Wee! Okay, I'm trying to be dramatic here to actually jump into it and then... I'll just do it anyway. Remarkable! Some of that meta magic must have rubbed off on you, Jot. Like me, it seems you now have the power to leap between worlds. Now this world here is a sketch that was drawn by the occupant of this room. And the owner of your storybook, Jot, a young boy named Sam. He's a very creative child. You'll find his sketches all over this desk. Since you can jump into them, maybe you can use them to get around. And you're going to say the same thing, Paige? Okay, thank you. So there's a rabbit here. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. Bunford. Low energy. Too hungry to move. Too hungry to converse. Please give me a snack. Sure, Bunford. Poor Bunford over there. He looks famished. There's no nourishment to be found in this sketch. But maybe there's something out there on the desk? You know, maybe you can bring items between worlds? It's worth a shot. I guess so. Hop, hoppa! Hoppa! A grappe. Bring a grappe. Exceptional! You really can bring items between realms. This may be handy. Right. I'll feed Bunford a grape at least, because I know that not all rabbits just eat carrots. They do eat other things, various things. It's always best to have a balanced diet anyway. Whoop. I'll bring one carrot along anyway in case. Here, Bunford. Like a grappe? So hungry. That food item you have. Not really into it, honestly. You know, Bunford, beggars can't really be choosers, but you're lucky that we have at least something else, then. Here you go, Bunford. Be stereotypical. Okay, one whole bite. Sure. Delicious! Carrot boost, energy levels restored. Oh, am I in your way? Sorry about that. Here, let me scooch. A carrot is a cone of golden life force. That's great. Anything to add, Paige? No? Just gonna stay silent now? Very well. Let me take a grappe with me then, so... Boop, boop. Oh, and we can now... Okay, so we don't necessarily have to worry about, like, angle placement. It's just if it's a page and we're currently flat, 2D, we can walk along it. Do 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 do. And here's another meta magic portal. Yep. All right. Let's see here. What else do we have sitting around here? There's a block up there. More paint's tucked away here. How large is this desk, really? It seems like we've traveled more than the length of the desk already, so... Why is the music so ominous as well? I understand that we're in a different world and things aren't exactly, you know, in good standing right now. But it isn't exactly creepy. It's not like we're gonna have, like, Sam suddenly, like, wake up and find that, you know, their favorite, storybook character is alive and well and on their desk. Haha. Yeah, there's no way something like that could happen. Right? Right? In case, let's see, can't, can't get in. Maybe I have to jump and do it myself? No? Yeah? No? Okay, so we need to get standing up. So we need to stand up on something. There's a way we can get up there. Push the block down. We can get access to the portal. Wonder, can we drag around the paper? Because it's not exactly attached. We could just use that. I wonder, can I stand on top of the grave? I can. Interesting. Okay. So this may take a little bit of going back and forth. Oh. Hold up. Oh. Well, that's wonderful. Okay. So there goes that plan. Because I was thinking of, like, taking the stuff back from over there, bring it up over here, so I could possibly use it to get some sort of leverage to get up here. But that ain't happening. Let me see. Here. Yeah. Not enough of a height boost there. Okay. I'm gonna walk along the wall, see if there's any other sort of holes that I'm missing. No. Nope, not there. I see that up there. We've got no weapon to actually use to get ourselves around. Anything beyond here? No. Can I lift or pull this? Can I throw this? I can throw it. I can jump and throw. Okay, so throwing it at the portal won't do anything. Okay. Alright, that's something that's happened there. Grappe is now up on top of this inkwell. Okay. So, read any good books lately, Chad? Yeah. Let me know stuff that you're reading down in the comments. This is so strange. Okay, I'm definitely missing something here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yep, getting up here. Okay, there we go. I knew there had to be some way to get up here. Yep. Go. Block down. We can use the block, and we can climb up on the block. Grappe, Grappe, you're coming with me. Grappe. And there's Paige. Thanks, Paige. Even though we're all the way down here, glad to know that you have, like, extrasensory powers to know when we're close by. Good going, young Squire. I believe that the item that can help you get back to your world is further ahead. But listen, on your way you may run into creepy crawly, Coleoptera. Yeah, Coleoptera. Beetles. Sam likes to keep them as pets, you see. Beware, Jot. Don't get eaten. It simply wouldn't do. Okay. So, that's great. So the beetles aren't going to leave us alone. That's wonderful. No, Grappe, come on. No, Grappe. Yeah, come with us, Grappe. We need our protection, Grappe. We can use you to distract the beetles, I guess, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and go with that, so. Okay, lined up. Toss them through. Get up here. Pick up. Yeah. There we go. A glow in the dark stick. Let's see. Deny? Is that Denian or is that Denial leather shoes? Huh. Okay. Up here. Avoid any sort of beetles we might come across. Yep. One of the glow sticks lighting our way. It's just showing that we... Oh. Alright. Hold circle or R2 to move without making a sound. Oh, crap! Okay, wow. That was quick. I didn't think that they could hear that well. Okay. Well, we know that at least now. So gotta sneak around here, so there's now stealth sections in this game. I'm not always the best with stealth, so this might be interesting. Are you gonna turn around? Okay. I was hoping you weren't gonna come back this way. Nope. Turn around, bud. That's good. Thank you very much, little beetle. You can just stay there. Hello. Tony Tungsten. Interesting little, road rage, steampunk machine here, really. Wonder if it might be Sam's design as well. I guess the thing we're supposed to do, just, find a way to knock these down. Oh, here we go. Alright. Press square while running to... press triangle while running to throw. Alright. Come on. D6, max damage. A 5. 5's not bad. 5's not bad. Okay. But as that our sword is actually 2d6, so, another d6. Ah, crap. Well, I mean, we've got at least mid damage, I suppose. Okay. Come here, die. I'm gonna see if I can take you along with me. Doop, 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 doop. Aha! Aha! Door. It is a weight. I knew it. I figured you might be useful. Just gonna keep you right there. TD! Oh, more beetles. Good grief, how many beetles does this kid actually have? I count 4 already now. Cannot get up any of those areas. Okay, so we're gonna have to sneak along here. Because beetles do have wings and they can fly, so if we make more sound than necessary, they are likely going... Okay, now that's 5 beetles. Ah, God damn it. Okay. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh my god. Okay. Sam, I understand. Oh, 7. Oh, good grief. Okay. It's like, okay. I personally don't understand it about keeping bugs as pets. Really. So, nope! Frick. Okay, well at least they don't show us the gore of like us getting eaten, I suppose. Although it's not necessarily gore, but, you know, the horror of like suddenly getting eaten by beetles. Which is a little too far. Over here. Okay. Everything's all well and good. And the portal's being guarded by a beetle. By beetle. Not Zibub, but just Zibbeetle. Okay, this is pretty close. There we go. Perfectly fine and dandy. Yep. Ah. Hello. I'm hearing all the skitters. Jot! You made it! My fears have been allayed. It seems that nothing can hinder the Plucky Squire. On that very note, while you're here, there is something that you really must observe. These sketches of you, quite a remarkable likeness, I must attest. The person who drew all of this is called Sam. He is the boy who lives in this room and is the owner of your storybook. As you might be able to tell, he is very fond of you and your adventures. I'm glad that you got to see this, Jot, to see how much you mean to him. Anything we can do with that knowledge there, Paige? But there's no time to dwell on that. Your quest to re-enter the book is near its pinnacle. The time you need is just beyond... Yeah, the item you need is just beyond the sketchbook. Press on. Very well. Alright, just helpful, useful information. No, just an FYI to Jot here. Oh, crap. Okay, there's a dice beyond there. The idea is then we have to get them up there. See, the item we need is beyond the sketchbook here. Is it just beyond this entire sketchbook area? Oh, and there's a Jot action figure. Or, yeah, I would have to say basically an action figure, depending upon our scale of size, so. Alright. So let's see. Cannot go through there. We have to find some sort of paper to crawl through, or to jump into to get to the other side. Okay, so this is not a stealth option area, because I was holding circle and nothing was happening. Nor when I'm holding R2, so... I wonder why they give that extra option of like R2, really, so. Doesn't quite seem to make sense. Okay, there we go. There's the stealth areas. Marked off by these Legos. Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to turn around again. Hide right in there. You know, I really wouldn't necessarily say it's stealthing because of the fact that I can still hear my own footsteps. Okay, are you gonna... Okay, so you're gonna stay there. That's fine. That's fine, Mr. Beetle. Or Miss Beetle. Or Mrs. Beetle. There's our entrance. One last little beetle to get beyond. It's fine enough. To observe the pattern. Just kind of wonder if they do have a pattern. Okay. I'm not entirely sure if they actually do have much of a pattern. That's going to be the difficulty here. They don't go beyond this. That was close. They move quick. Nope. Sorry, Beetle. At least you're not utilizing your power of flight. Okay, that was a little close for comfort. We have no sword, so we don't have so we can't do anything about the bushes here. But we make it around to get the dice. We can just take that with us. Hup. Anything else here? Make sure we're not gonna miss anything important. No secrets. Nope. Okay. Hope it up. All right. Big numbers, and oh, come on, mid damage. Good grief. Okay, I think this dice must be loaded. Really. Let's try again. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Let's try it. One more time. 2. Okay. You know what? Okay. At this point, I'm gonna switch out these dice really, so because I think they're pitted against me now. So, dice gods, you have to be in my favor. We're gonna need the high numbers in order to actually get through this live. Hello. This looks like the Power Glove. Jot got the turn gauntlets. Now he has the power to manipulate his storybook. Press L2 or R2 when next to the book to open it up. You got the gauntlets! Exceptional procurement! Head back to your book post-haste. I think you'll find the gauntlets will help you return home. One last thing before you leave this table, Jot. It is very important. Beware of Humgrump. He wishes to take over your book. You have to stop that from happening. Not just for the sake of the citizens of your book, but for all the children who will read and be inspired by your book. Sam is one of those children, Jot. You know, us bookworms, we're able to glimpse the past, present, and even the future. I've seen that Sam will one day grow up to be a writer and illustrator himself. He will create a series of very popular children's books, with very lucrative merchandise tie-ins and brand integrations. Sam's book will go on to inspire many other children. That is, if he ever actually writes them. If Humgrump takes control of your book, the story will get worse. Books with bad stories get put away on the shelf. No one reads them anymore. Those books lose all of their life and cease being an inspiration to anyone. your book will no longer inspire Sam. And then, who knows what path he will take. Do not let that happen, Jot. Return now and stop Humgrump. Very well, Paige. We know the stakes. Alright, thank you, Paige. Let's give one last look here. Very well. Time for us to return to our own story. This has been such a very thrilling adventure of our own, really. So, like, going into another world, but it's kind of hard to actually try to survive this world without any sort of means to protect ourselves. Best we could do is just survive on our wits. But at least we'll be able to get back to our own world where we actually have like some sort of power and sway. And who knows what may happen now that we actually have the Turn Gauntlets.